Hey everybody, are you ready to check out two new special releases from Evan Williams? Let's go. Hey everybody, this is Mark from Northwest Bourbon. Thank you for joining me. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. We're talking about special releases from Evan Williams. I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and on the strip, like right in between Old Forester and Michter's, is the Evan Williams Experience. You go inside there, it's an awesome place. You go upstairs, you see all the bottles that they have. I saw John from Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. Had an awesome time talking with him. It was great to meet him. John, if you're watching, it was good to meet you, buddy. So I want to try both of these bottles side by side and let you know what I think of them in case you get a chance to stop by there, look around. I want to let you know if I suggest you pick this up or not. This is the Master Blend Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And I'm going to start with this one because this one is 90 proof, while the 12 year is 101 proof. So I'm going to start with the lower proof one. And before I crack this open, both of these bottles have this really cool wax seal tip, very different from anything else I've seen from Evan Williams or Heaven Hill for that matter. So I'm just appreciating the top of the bottle here before I tear it up, but I bought whiskey to drink it, not to stare at it. All right, cork pop. Ooh. It's a screw top. It tricked me. All right, let's get the first pour into our Affinity bottle and have the second pour to review with you. All right, let's take a look at this bottle. All right, it says Evan Williams Master Blend Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 90 proof, 45% by alcohol. And if you turn it to the side, it said this is a masterful blend of 5 various Evan Williams expressions. Now, when I was talking to John about this bottle, he told me it had a little bit of that standard black label from Evan Williams. He told me it had some of the white label bottled and bond in this blend. It has some 1783 from Evan Williams, and it has some of the 12 year in this blend. Now, that's only 4 different Evan Williams. I don't remember what he said the 5th variant of Evan Williams that was in here. It was the black label, the white label bottled and bond. It was the 1783 and some of the 12 year. And I can't for the life of me remember what the 5th one is. So John from Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, if you can put in the comments below what that 5th variant of Evan Williams that's in this blend is, because I do not remember it all. And on the other side of the bottle, it says Evan Williams Bourbon Experience is located along Louisville's historic Whiskey Row and directly across from the waterfront. And I'll throw it up here if you guys want to read the rest of it. But when it comes to the bottle, all in all, I think it's a great looking bottle. It has the black, the gold, and the white, but it still stays true to your standard Evan Williams. So it gives that classic Evan Williams look, but it has a new touch of a class to it. And I'm not especially mad that it's a screw top, because a screw top is never ever going to alter the flavor of your whiskey. It feels cheaper than a cork top, but I'm still not mad at it. Now, from what I remember, this was between $70 or $80, and for a special blend of a unique bottle you can only get there at the Evan Williams Experience, I don't think that's too bad so far, but let's see how it is after we try it. All right, on the nose, I'm getting lots of vanilla and caramel, a little bit of wood, but not a lot. There's absolutely nothing surprising on the nose. It still has a lot of those great classic Evan Williams and Heaven Hill type notes. All right, let's get into the palate. Cheers. It's real nice on the front of the palate. I like the sweetness right up front, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. Whoa. Now, this is my first drink of the night, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. But for a 90 proof, it gave a nice full finish, more than I was expecting. It didn't last a super long time. I would say it's about a medium finish, but it had a nice, fulfilling, flavorful finish that I liked. Let's go in for a second sip. That is really easy to drink. So yeah, I like it. It has a really nice balance to it. Great balanced flavor notes all across the palate with the caramels, the woods, the vanillas. There is a creaminess to it that's really nice and satisfying on the palate. And it's just overall really good. I'm really glad I got a bottle of this. All right, let's move right on to this Evan Williams 12 year. We are going to break this gorgeous seal that it has on it, and we're going to see if this one's a screw top also. Now, last year, the whole freaking thing came off. What I was saying is that last year, yeah, it is a screw top. I got a sample of the 12-year, and that was last year's batch. I don't know how big the batches are of this 12-year, but this one, brand new, just got it last month. So let's pour the first pour into the infinity bottle. Or I should say affinity bottle. And let's have another pour to review with you. All right, let's put this screw top back on here. And look at the bottle. It's got this nice, deep, dark red label that really stands out on the shelf. Aged 12 years, 101 proof. It has a paragraph on the side of the bottle that talks about where Evan Williams, the distillery, is set up. And on the other side of the bottle, I will share a picture with you. It says it's an extra smooth sour mash distilled from a time-honored formula originated in 1783. Evan Williams is produced in the heart of Kentucky's Bourbon County. This bourbon is aged 12 years for a smoother and more complex flavor, world-renowned by bourbon lovers. All right, like I said, I got a sample of the 12-year batch from last year, so I'm excited to try this year's batch. Now, I don't know what I did with my receipt. It's around here somewhere, but I know this one was much more expensive than the Master Blend. The 12-year was about 140 bucks, something around there, and they only had a handful of them when I was there. And so I can tell you this 12-year is much more expensive because it's much more limited, it's much harder to find, and it's much more sought after. And so let's check out this year's 12-year blend on the nose. That one has a deeper, darker, more robust nose. Still has a good amount of caramel and vanilla, but there's more oak in this one for sure. All right, let's get on to the palate. Cheers. Ooh, the mouth coat on this is fantastic. It's dark, it's rich, it's satisfying. Great balance across the palate, but the mouth coat is so much more coating. Let's go in for a second one. Cheers. Even more flavors coming out in that second sip. It's rich, it's satisfying. That 12-year is so good. I would say both of these bottles are definitely worth the retail price I paid for them. Next time you're down in Louisville, make sure you stop by the Evan Williams Experience because they have some really great whiskey there. I think they're very underrated, and these two bottles especially are delicious, and I would recommend them to anybody who's a whiskey lover. So drop a comment below, let me know what your favorite Evan Williams product is, and don't forget to drink water. Earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.